I, 38 male, set up my family for an amazing opportunity and my wife, 38 female, refuses. I, 38 male, own a nice house in a beautiful expat mostly English-speaking town in South America where I am from. I bought it off of my grandparents after about 5 years of mulling it over, with some savings. I have a very easy path to citizenship as do my son, 7 male, and wife, 38 female. We can live comfortably off of passive income and could essentially retire before 40. My wife now plainly refuses for no other reason than she doesn't want to. Her only reason is what if her father passes away. Ultimately the conversation has become, I dunno. We currently live in the USA 3 days drive from any friends and family, which was her choice and I compromised for her. She doesn't work, she doesn't have friends locally, she also doesn't drive, she very much relies on me for everything because our current town isn't walkable at all. I don't hold these things against her and I always make myself available for whatever is necessary. I love her, she's my best friend. My town in Ecuador is known for clean food and water and excellent weather year-round, lots of spas and healthy living and positive community, all the things she used to talk about until it became our potential reality. I'm nervous about the USA's future. My wife refuses to read the news and chooses purposefully to be uninformed. We've been together since we were 15, we're now in our late 30s. I've spent all of those years talking about leaving the country. We are flying out to stay in our home next month for the first time. Any advice to appease the knot in my stomach? I would not say another word about this and just let her enjoy the vacation. No, wouldn't it be great to live here? Let her see for herself what it's like. Maybe go there, just two of you, without the kid and without the pressure that she will have to live there forever and non-compromised. Make this trip enjoyable for her so she wants to go there. IDK man. She already has an uncomfortable amount of dependence on you. If she moved to your country, that dependence would be even greater. Ecuador is not mostly English speaking, I don't know where you're getting that. If you want her to be okay with it, you need to work toward reducing that dependence so that she wouldn't be completely trapped if things went bad with you. Sometimes big change is hard for people and the easier thing to do is to avoid it and stick to what you know rather than dive into the unknown. I have bucked my husband on many decisions only to realize he was leading us in the right direction. In fact, I pushed back on a move out of the city I knew into a home in the woods where I am now happier than I have ever been and can't imagine going back to my old life. I think you should hold an optimistic view that your wife will soften around the idea once she goes to the home and settles in the town a bit on your new trip. Just because you think it's an amazing opportunity, doesn't mean she has to think the same, whatever her reasoning or current situation is. I mean, the way you describe it sounds cool, but I wouldn't want to move to Ecuador. Your wife is entitled to her half of deciding to move or not to move to a different country. My M21 girlfriend, F21, won't listen to weight advice. Hello. Now I'm unsure how to phrase the title without sounding like a total dick, but this isn't the usual, I'm losing attraction to my girlfriend and I want her to lose weight. So please give it a read and give me a chance before berating me. So basically, my M21 girlfriend, F20, have been dating for 4 years, and on her own she has realized she had put on an unhealthy amount of weight throughout our relationship, and has started working out for almost half a year. I've never encouraged her to work out, however I'm supportive of her doing it. I don't really care either way, I love her. The problem is in her actual mindset and purpose. She does this for the sake of losing weight, and hasn't lost any weight over the last 6 months. She's brought this up to me, and I tell her that gym is the supplement, but that the real battle is food. I tell her to watch what she eats, use a food tracker, calorie counter, otherwise the gym is effectively pointless for her. And every time it's met with the same, "You don't get it because you're a guy" attitude. Now don't get me wrong, I am absolutely aware of the fact that it's 1. Harder to lose weight as a woman and 2. Healthier to have more weight as a woman, and it's for this reason that I've never even really encouraged her to lose weight, but now that she's doing it, it drives me mad that she won't listen to sound advice purely because I'm not a girl and don't understand her situation through and through. Thermodynamics applies to all machines, including the human body. So my question, am I a dick for feeling like this? If after reading this whole thing you think I am, please tell me, because I really don't want to be. And if not, how do I get through to her? Too long did not read. My M21 girlfriend F21 can't lose weight due to her eating habits but won't listen to my advice. Losing weight is 80% nutrition and 20% the gym. If you go to the gym and still eat 4 times a day eating McDonald's, KFC and all kinds of junk foods, you will not lose any weight at all. You might even gain. I mean, you're 100% right. She can fight you all she wants on it, but at the end of the day, you're right. Going to the gym isn't going to do shit if she still eats like crap. Woman shrugging, light skin tone. I don't think you're a dick at all from what I've read here. Can I ask, are her eating habits unhealthy? Is it a lot of takeout or snacking, etc.? You are right that diet plays a very big role in these things. It sounds like maybe she's venting to you and looking for commiseration on how tough it is, and to her it sounds like you're out here telling her she's doing it wrong. You can be factually correct and helpful, but still not solving the emotional problem she's having, and might even be unintentionally making it worse by responding to her emotional needs with facts and figures. Most people need to work through a fair bit of stubbornness, denial, complaining, etc. before they get to effective weight loss. You actually have a very sane and healthy attitude about this. The amount of times I see people on here go on about gym, alone, to lose weight is insane. However, can you maybe ask her if it is advice she wants from you? Support? Or just an ear? If her weight has become an emotional, mental thing, chances are advice is not what she is looking for, just like depressed people sometimes just want someone to sit with. They know the ABCs of what could help, and they hear enough of it everywhere. But they still need a safe space to wallow. Just never join in the pity party. But I would ask her point blank. Sometimes people are not aware of what they're doing. Asking could force her to face a truth instead of resenting you. Just a random thought. Have you tried finding female fitness or nutrition influencers, trainers that are worth listening to and putting her onto their content? While you are not wrong, maybe she would relate more to their point of view and take their advice more to heart. Obviously don't come at it as, here, see, she said what I said. But maybe gently guide her to do her own research using sources she is comfortable with. Her weight loss journey is probably pretty personal to her, and she might want to come to her own conclusions along the way. The best you can do is provide her resources to help her on her path. Lady, 36F, doesn't want to date me, 39M, but is asking for a huge favor. I went on a couple dates with a lady, then asked her to be my GF. She said that she wasn't interested in a relationship with me, which is totally fine, but now she is asking me to replace an upstairs window that's like 25 feet off the ground and is stuccoed in. So it's a huge ask, and I'm pretty sure she isn't planning on paying for anything either. How do I tell her that this is a boyfriend-husband level favor? I wouldn't want to date her at all after this because I'd feel like either I was coercing her or that she was using me. And neither of those things are anything close to what I want. How do I say no without seeming like some skis that is trying to trade sexual favors, relationship for home remodels? Edit. For the ladies here, what is the thought process for the lady in question? Just say no, you need a professional for that kind of job, I'm not qualified. Edit. And as a lady, I have no idea what someone I've never met's thought process is. Sounds like she's just the kind of person who likes to try her luck and ask outrageous favors on the off chance it'll work. That's not gender specific. Give her a price. If she agrees, do the job. If not, she can call a contractor. Do not do the job unless you get paid under any circumstance. Then she will be confident that it's not you trying to get a date. You'd be nuts to even consider doing this. It's a big lift even if you were serious. I just blocked this woman. No is a complete sentence. You don't tell her anything of the sort. You simply say that you're not able to help her. It would be creepy and coercive to start talking about that being a job that only boyfriends do. Is this even something you could do? If it is and you wouldn't mind doing it, then quote her a price and get at least half up front. If it's something you could do and just don't want to, then just be like Nancy Reagan and just say no. And if it's something you couldn't do, well then that makes it really easy. Has weaponized incompetence caused a divorce? F35M35. My spouse continues to act incompetent and I can only have so much patience. One of the examples I will use. Our now 6-year-old child has been diagnosed with diabetes since the age of 3. Has been on a Dexcom G7 since he was diagnosed. Majority of the time I am the one that places the new sensor on him every 7 days. But sometimes it's nice to have my hubby to do it and be confident in that since we now have a 6-month-old and lifetimes I'm just busy. I'm just now returning to working, and while that's only part-time, I still have much on my plate. I'm the one who goes with them to all of their doctor appointments. I'm the one calling to put them on the wait list for ABA therapy and handling getting them on the wait list for Medicaid to help pay for that. Believe it or not, there's a lot that I do in a day along with my 6-month-old that's a mama's girl. So for God's sake, it would be nice if for once he can get it together and learn how to take off his old receiver and place the new one on with confidence. He's had 3 whole years to figure it out. I have shown him a few times, even walked him through it. Today I decided he's just gonna do it and you will watch him through and stand by if he needs help. I'm just curious as to how many people divorced because of this issue. It may seem like something small, but it honestly can become overwhelming over time. Weaponized incompetence leads to resentment, which leads to marital strife, which leads to divorce. And yes, it is a very common cause of divorce. Forget the weaponized incompetence. Your husband has a child with a medical condition. If he isn't taking that seriously to understand and manage from day one, That alone is enough justification to end a marriage. This is his own child FFS. And he is that careless to learn about his own child's medical condition? This should have been a day one learning experience. Not 3 years later type of effort. The guy literally serves no purpose to the family. Just another mouth to feed and manage. If that is the role he wants to play, honestly better off just getting child support from him and cutting him out. This is a perfectly valid reason to divorce. There's absolutely no reason for you to take care of a third overgrown child. I've been with my husband probably longer than you've been alive. We have a child in their 30s, and if he neglected a medical need of theirs, I'd divorce him. Weaponized incompetence is pretending to not see the trash overflowing. Not being able to meet your child's basic medical needs is neglect. I think of it this way. What if you got sick or needed to be in hospital for over a week? Nobody should have to carry the stress, burden of being the only person who does a job meant for parents. My spouse and I will swap duties so we both get time in. He works full-time and I'm a paid caregiver. I still sleep a lot earlier than him usually. But there are many times even morning and night duties are swapped, as long as they get done. That's making sure the kids are fed, clean and teeth brushed, given any medications, devices taken in off to bed, up for school, etc. I think that I'd quickly resent him if I were in your shoes. ABBA is abuse.